Hello, my name is Franz Dinda, and I'm playing the technical officer Robert Ehrenberg. We got a lot of material with a military advisor. We could talk to everyone. We watched a lot of movies. We read a lot of books, and I still have 10,000 books to read, even after the shooting. And personally, I went to the north of Germany because there's the only existing 7C type U-boat which is still there. And you could simply walk around and check everything out. That's a very great adventure, nice experience. To try to understand how this U-boat is working, because actually, first of all, no one of us has any idea of this machine. Second of all, it was top secret, so you even can't Google it, like all the details and stuff. And to get prepared for this role and to be able to shoot all these things and to change scripts and actually to do your work, you need to understand the system. And yeah, it feels like now we are able to dive with a real U-boat after all this way we did. What these guys built in Prague, like the inner of the U-boat and even also the fake U-boat in Malta, that's impressive. For me, it's art, and I have the biggest respect for what they did, even the hydraulic system and everything. Something no one of us will ever forget, I think. He's Austrian, and Austrians, they are special. No, I mean, I always said he's the shit detector, so you don't have any chance to cheat him with your acting. So he will come and tell you, please don't do it. So that's what I really like, and I think the boat will take a big profit out of that, because I'm quite sure that you won't find that much scenes which are cheesy or which are like, which don't get the tone, you know. And this seems to be very important for a film that is shot with young actors who don't have any idea of war, who even don't have any idea of diving in a U-boat, and who even less have any idea of the Second World War. I mean, there's two types of shooting the battle scenes down under the sea while we were diving, and on top. So the diving scenes when we were under the water, this was shot on, as I said, on a hydraulic level. So you're inside that U-boat, and there's like water bump attack, and they will shake the boat with the hydraulic system. So everyone is like this, and like little explosions, special effects. And the air attack, for example, when we get new patrol above the sea, this is like most of all with special effects. So there was no airplane attacking us, and there were like no bullets that you could play with. That special effects afterwards. The only thing which was a kind of difficult is the haze. You know, this fog which is used in a film set to get a little more interesting light, or to break the light. This fog, this so-called haze, I don't think that it's very healthy. And after 9 hours of shooting inside of a U-boat with haze, you're getting nuts. So I won't miss the haze. The international language is loving film, you know, and you just connect there. And it's quite impressive to see the Czech people having their passion for all these little details. As I said, what they did with the inner of the U-boat, this model, for me it's art. I wouldn't accept to leave it to a production after quitting that shoot. I would simply say, okay, this needs to be put in a museum because it's so much work. Yes, and even, you know, every culture has its own like little manners. Even the French ones, you know, they are very special. They drink while having lunch. So they need a little more time to get back into the into route, yeah. But in the end, you know, as I said, everyone is passionate about that, and everyone is loving shooting a movie which is special, like shooting the boat, because you don't see that much U-boats out there. I didn't expect that Malta is that amazing. I thought, okay, it's a water studio in Malta. We go there and we shoot. But just arriving here is impressive because it feels a little like Rome. You have all the history of thousands of years connected to a very compressed part. And behind that, you have this amazing water studio, which is right behind there. Which is able to simulate waves. And they did a little model of the U-boat again to shoot a couple of scenes with the big American cruiser.